It's Brotato time. I actually still need to finish the game with 5 characters because I just couldn't be bothered. You know, they're kind of boring. And I would say we'll do that, and we start with the Wildling. The Wildling, who has bonus lifesteal on primitive weapons, these are all primitive weapons. We start with a sticky and we can't go above tier 2 with the weapons, which kind of sucks. And usually I would always go for the slingshot or the stickies, because the stickies still get a lot of base damage, and then you just go for percent damage and you can't die because you also have the lifesteal, but I want to switch it up today. Let's have some fun, we go for the rock. Is it a good weapon for the character? Probably not. Maybe a fun weapon? Possibly. And that's why I'm playing this. Now the slingshot I know is a free win, because you hit multiple enemies, you have a lot of lifesteal, you pretty much can't die. You also have a lot of bonus HP because, well, these are primitive weapons, right? So, in other words, not only do you have a lot of HP, but you also stay safe. Let's roll. I will go for the HP. How do you scale? Only melee damage. Okay, I get rid of you. Okay. A mod is messing with this. I don't know which one. Can I have more stones, please? There is one. Whistle is okay, but I would rather like to find more rocks. And let's look for another rock. Perfect. So what they do is they give us bonus max HP, they give us armor, max HP, minus speed. And I think when we level them up, yeah, they give bonus armor. Now they give more armor, I believe, when you level them up even further. We can't do that, but plus 6 armor is actually quite insane if you think about it, right? That's more armor than what Dex usually gets in a video. Well, it depends what I'm doing. You have a lot of damage, my friend. You know what I want to do? I kinda just want to go for a humongous amount of attack speed, and then we clobber the enemies with a stone. That would be kind of funny. Now, that is by far not... How did you just not attack those? I was certain I was in range. Like, we still need to go for damage, but it would be kind of fun. A lot of bonus money. 1 bonus money. Eh. Okay. Yeah, but... Don't be too nice to me, you know? Don't be too nice. So now we have 21 damage. Wow. What do we do? What do we do? Like, what is my game plan? Whenever I play on my own... One of the most important parts is that I have to entertain myself, because if I don't do that, then I start doing risky things to entertain myself, and that is a lot worse than entertaining myself in a controlled environment, if you understand what I mean. You know, if it's calculated, it's easy, but if I get bored and do stupid things, that's dangerous. More crit? That is weird. I think I will go for the speed instead. The luck is good, there is a rocky, there's attack speed. I would say we go for the experience first and lock this. You cost 16 to 19, so we could actually buy another one. Perfect. In case you want to know how that works is, you just go for the recycle value and you multiply it by 4 until 5 minus 1. Okay, so 4 to 5 is the multiplication, but the 5 is minus 1. So in this case, we could recycle it for 4, times 4 is 16. Then you also times 5 it is 20, but minus 1 is 19. So that's the range where it would cost 4 to recycle it. And that's usually good to know, because then you know whether you should roll or if it's better to just buy the item because you can't buy the weapon either way. But sometimes you still want to roll just because you want to see more for the next shop. That is a beautiful item with harvesting, bonus money, bonus experience. Bonus damage, I will go for attack speed. Yep, there we go. It is not the smartest thing to do, but it means we become a lot faster with our Rocky. I could also go for a ton of negative speed. And we just go, you know, I don't think so. But we could do it. One more roll? Nah. Whenever I already have the rock, I don't really mind rolling. Now, the game has higher odds for the weapon that you own, or the weapon type that you own. Which means there was actually a reason to roll, because we could have gotten a blue one, right? That if we roll into a blue one and then it has to roll into the weapon at higher odds, we would have gotten a blue rock already, but I don't think we care. As in, given that we can only go to tier 2, there are not that many options of what we can have. Like, we can't even have purple weapons that appear as a purple. For example, the nuclear launcher is just purple. You know what, I go for the curse. I want to challenge this a bit. And the dude also gives a lot of money. Sure. 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 Beautiful. So Rocky. Now we get +1 armor. Maybe I will actually go... Oh, that could be interesting. A lot of negative range. Why do I have so much HP? Wait, what? But yeah, a lot of negative range. Because when you have negative range, you actually attack faster. That would be an insane weapon, by the way. Well, maybe not. Okay, 20. Is this worth it? Not really. I will not rule. Don't we look majestic? Look at my balls. The rock is a weapon that I usually never use. And the reason is not that it's bad, it's just very one-dimensional. Oh, I have to cough. Give me a moment. Okay. I missed the button, actually. So I already took a breath to cough. And I was like, oh no, wait a second, I didn't mute. It's nothing important, you know. I just don't like these disturbing sounds and odd sounds. It's the same reason I would never eat while I'm on a microphone. Like when I'm talking to someone. I think that's one of the easiest ways to be hated by me is when someone starts eating into a microphone. Especially crunchy stuff, you know, like chips. I'm really allergic to that. Recycle. We have to we have to think about what we want to banish because, oh, that's a good one. We have to consider what we want to banish because we can't expect to see all too many rare things. We will stop at wave 20. More stats is not bad. This is okay. Minus range is actually beautiful. What is the best tier? Like to get a lot of attack speed from. It's either purple or basic. But basic has so many items, I'm not sure if that's really worth it. And early on they are super cheap, so you're like, oh yeah, you can buy a lot of that, that is great. But the problem is, if you only buy super cheap items, you have to roll more, you know, to find them. And suddenly the reroll cost is all what you're gonna spend your money on. And at the same time, it's just for a tiny increase. So I think we'll go for purple, since there are also a lot of economy items on the tier. Yeah. Is there a good blue attack speed item you can buy in masses? I don't think so. Honestly, I think the common one is just the best one. The 10% with -% in damage, so you also don't want to stack that too much. I thought you have lifesteal, by the way. Okay, max HP, harvesting. You know what, I'll take it because we already have a little bit. There's more attack speed for the funsies. Yeah, we can't do that. You're just done. Spoon. Let's not spoon. We don't want that, that is the opposite of what we want. That is good, that is bonus money, there's more attack speed. That was a perfectly executed wave, or shopping phase rather, we ended exactly on 0. The next wave will be a hot wave, and this could be complicated, usually it isn't, like whenever you have lifesteal. With a melee weapon you hit a ton of enemies, so when you lose HP it's fine. The only concern is our weapon is still very slow. Yeah, it's a 1-second cooldown, even though I invested so much into negative range and attack speed. So it means we don't hit that much, which means we don't lifesteal that much. Beautiful. How's your damage, by the way, this high? What is your base damage? 35. That's decent for a blue item. It's way less than what the sticky would have. You know, like it's way less. Because the stick gains, I think +6. You know the blue one? The basic one gets +4 damage per stick that you own. And I think the blue one is +6 or +8. So even just having them, like let's say it's 8. Or let's say it's 8. You get +48 base damage. And then you just take % damage all the time. I'll take the crit. I'll take the attack speed. We'll take you. I want to say sure. And then I saw that beauty over there. Dangerous bunny doesn't really matter. Loot, honestly, it's not bad. Sure, we'll go for these two as well. So you have 46 damage. That is almost more than these. Very good curse level, to be honest. And this is the horde wave, the fake horde wave, by the way. But very good curse level for this early. Usually they are quite bad. I will let this guy hatch, it's more money, and it's no issue for us. We have how much armor? Yeah, we have 10 armor without even investing into it, really. Like, I don't pay attention to it. Can I just stand still? Not really, but we may actually out-heal the rare hits that we take. Yeah. Do you know that there are some people that think Brotato is hard? Okay, I shouldn't say that. That's actually such a stupid statement, right? Like, imagine you play a game for 300 hours and you still think it's hard and it's not a hardcore game. As in, you know, if someone plays Elden Ring for 300 hours, I can totally see how you still view some bosses maybe as hard. Though at that moment, I would expect you know them by heart and can just beat them up easily. Ah, I messed up. Okay, sure. Nah. Attack speed. Armor. Weird item. I'll take it. It is actually a very powerful item. It kind of sucks for the endless runs. Oh yeah, I need to find a new stone. I totally forgot about that. It kind of sucks for the endless runs, but it is a very strong item. Now, percent damage is very good for us because we have high base damage. Nice, we got it. Beautiful. Do I want to take you? It is a lot of HP, but it's way too expensive. I don't care. But yeah, the bloody hand, the problem is it deals damage to you, so if you have tardigrades, they get broken. So an endless runs is like one of the worst items in the game, because you can't protect against the enemies that will eventually one-shot you. But in our case, until wave 20, you know, not a biggie. And there's actually an insane synergy if you just want to get to wave 20. Which is the item, well, it's a Kraken, you know, the legendary item. Whenever you take damage, you have a 50% chance to explode. And that deals a massive amount of damage around you. So if you have an item that always deals damage to you, you may actually never take damage from the enemies because you just explode and they die. Okay, I want to kill this guy. Good. Yeah, I have to be cautious. I thought we would heal a lot more, but we don't. Do I have to bump up lifesteal? But we have 40%, right? So 10 and then another 30. Yeah, 40%. Huh. Dude, lifesteal sucks in this game. I know it sucks, but it's really bad. More attack speed. We go for you, we go for you. I don't really care. It's good, but it's boring. Melee damage +1. What I like about it is the knockback. Flawless. 64% is solid. You're out of the way. I will not buy that many items just to get rid of them, as I usually do, because there we go for endless, but I will do it with some of them that are very cheap and still useful. That is a lot of bonus damage, you know what? I will take that, that is minus range. This would have been great on the Horde wave. I don't think it's worth... you know what? We get more stats out of leveling up. I did consider at the end there if I should sell maybe some of my weapons to buy the bonus experience, because this is a Horde wave, so we face more enemies, so here it would have been best to get the effect. The problem is, if I need to sell 2 weapons to buy an item that doubles the HP of the enemies, do you understand what would have happened? I probably would have died. So this was the best moment to do it, but I think it would have killed me. With 6 weapons, I believe we could have done it. Like, ironically, keeping the enemies alive can be the reason why we can tank them. Like, it's a weird thing. But right now they die too fast, and then we don't hit a lot of enemies to lifesteal, but if they just survive for a little bit longer, yes, we take more damage, but we also heal more. Okay. Oh my god. Some of these enemies hurt a lot. Why do I have so much curse? Or are those just the enemies surviving because I dodged them? I don't see the guy. And I have to be careful that I don't die. Now I'm a little bit concerned about the boss fight. Never mind. Yep, never mind. Is all I'm gonna say. Never mind. That is a lot of base damage, I have to take it. I can't just go for the Mimi attack speed. Nice HP. That would be a lot of crits. Oh, you have low crit damage. You have a little bit more, but not really a lot. I will take this out of the way. We could make the enemies slower. Sure. Now, usually when you just want to win the game, you don't add bonus enemies in. Now, to be fair, if you add them in early on, you get more money, so you become stronger faster, and then you can more easily deal with the enemies later on. But generally speaking, it has so many downsides, it's not worth it. Because in many cases, you have to consider that, like, even just a small bonus, let's say 10%, right? You would say, okay, 10% more enemies, if there are a total of 100 that spawn, you'll face 1 at 10. No, that's not how it works. Pretty much, when you reach certain thresholds, it will just always spawn 2 enemies instead of 1. That would have spawned, like many waves only contain 1 strong enemy, and now 2 of them spawn. And this is where it gets really dangerous. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Like, what surprises me is that I'm not at full HP. And I think we just need healing items. Weird. Sure. Sure. I will roll. I want to look for attack speed, but... Sure. What? Like what? What just happened? That is not bad. We do have a lot of experience gain. This could actually bail me out, so I'll take it. Speed is not horrible. Minus range is also beneficial. Now that is a lot of melee damage. Also minus range, which I wanted to have, but the elemental damage is annoying. Nah. Banish. Okay. Sure. It's a bit of a meme to banish something with lifesteal, because we get bonus damage out of it. But minus luck, in my opinion, is not really worth it. And it's not even about what is statistically the best stat. Like, I actually believe if you just want to win a game, you completely ignore luck. That's what you should do. Now, if you have a character that relies on fruits, for example, or you get a lot of fruit healing, then yes, build up luck, because that's actually survivability. The enemies drop more fruits and chests, so you heal from that. But generally speaking, it's way better, consistent, to ignore luck. You just go for the items that you have, and some of the basic items are actually better than the rest in the game, you know? So you don't even want to go after the high items, because they cost too much for what they give. Here's the thing, I let that guy intentionally hedge that I can try to take him down, because I wanted to get the money, but now he's buffed up, and I don't think I survived this. That was actually close. How much armor do I have? Man, this is such a useless step, like I hate it. Banish, good. Recycle, though the crit could have been fine. Recycle, even though that's attack speed, because we just got it here. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I need healing. Experience gain is okay. Funny. Crit, sure. Now that is a lot of attack speed. And we will be short range, so it will actually be a little bit harder. I'll get a second one. We will level up a bunch, and I keep picking up more experience gain. And we do get more automatically, because we got the item that gives us 5% every single wave. Man, I need to go more for damage. Like, I wanted to go for the meme of attack speed, and it's definitely working. We have a ton of attack speed. Like, now we got to a point where we just one-shot the enemies when we... Well, not one-shot. But we attack so fast, we kill them, as long as we one-shot them. That's what I wanted to say. What is our attack speed? Like 0.6? Nah. But no way. How does this keep happening? This is such a meme. I can't believe that right now. Like, I seriously can't believe that right now. Okay. I need more fruit healing. Most times I go for the monkey. When you pick up material, you heal, which is a very good way to heal. And you may notice, I don't need one item that entirely heals me. We just need multiple items to do a little bit, and that is already enough to stay at full health. Like, you know what I mean? If we lose 60 health over the entire wave, we have an entire wave time to get bonus HP out of items. Okay, sure. Attack speed. Yep. Maybe I shouldn't reduce that while I build it up. Banish. I know I got rid of a red one, but like I don't want to forget about it until the end of the game. So here's a boss fight. Ironically, we actually have less HP than the last time we looked at it, because we lost it a couple of times. I'm a little bit scared that I will stay too long on the... Okay, that's an easy boss. But I'm a little bit scared that I stay too long on him and I lose a lot of HP, and then the panic sets in that I somehow have to survive this entire thing as well, you know? But he will drop a chest once we kill him, but we need to kill him then. So right now I'm committed that even if things go wrong, I will still go after him. You're a bit annoying. Because we need the chest pretty much to heal. Well, what happened? What changed? Why am I constantly at full HP? Okay. Well, the chest heals you for 100 HP. Many people actually don't know that it's a limited amount of HP that it heals because they don't get to see it. As in, they don't have 100 HP whenever they fight them, and usually on the last wave, you don't pick up the chest because you're busy fighting the bosses, and then the game ends. And once they go into Endless, the red chests don't appear anymore. Sure, I'll take that. Bonus healing, beautiful. Pickup range will also help. We'll go for the lifesteal. Lifesteal is wifesteal. I wouldn't hate it. I also wouldn't love it. It's just too expensive. That is what I'm looking for. Again, minus HP regeneration. This is really a meme. Okay, that is also good, but then I need more crit. Your bonus money, but this is one of the worst items you can take when you just want to win the game. Why did I take the bonus? Listen, you know, the real problem is it just sucks. That is a lot of stats, but that is so much crit loss, but I think it's fine. Sure. I may actually not buy it, because I'm really unhappy with it, even though it may be the right call in general, stat-wise. I don't know. Like, the thing is, I don't really want to pick up more crit because we have such low crit damage scaling, but at the same time it's bonus healing, it's still more damage, it multiplies all of the damage that I take, so it's really good. Still, even with the low values. I wanna let the big boys hatch for bonus money. I may regret that, by the way. Okay, easy. As long as they are not cursed, we are fine. Or get buffed up with the red frame around them. That means they got a buff, but there are no buffers on this wave, so we are good. Okay, you know what? I want to take down one of them. There we go. The dudes that give you +1 curse, they also give you a ginormous amount of money. Okay, well, I guess we go for crit. Was nice knowing you. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, wisdom that we just got is usually an item I only take when I have low damage, and the strategy is then that you run away from the elite and the boss, and you pretty much just kill masses, and once you have a couple of percentages stacked up, like every 5 seconds you get 5% bonus damage, then you fight the elite. Though in our case I don't think we need that. Like, we don't have to wait. And on some of these waves, it's actually way harder towards the end of it. Like, have you noticed that in many of these stage fights, like in many of these waves, we had no HP towards the end, but if you have more damage, then one-shot the enemies you couldn't one-shot before because you got like 60% bonus damage. Very good. So that is the main reason why we take it. Now I need to take a look at our melee damage and our attack speed and our crit and all of those stats in a moment and determine what we go for on the next level up. Because the moment we turn level 25, you have a guaranteed red one, and I really want to have a good one there. Yep, there's level 25, because of harvesting we got a bonus. I mean, that is insane. That is half our melee damage. And here, let's take a look at the weapon. Okay, you're doing really good. I don't think we need more attack speed. I could go for more crit. I could actually also go for percent damage. Alternatively, I should go for max HP because we lose it. I didn't actually know I had the mod still installed. Yeah, you know what, for this video I'll just ignore it, like we pretend it doesn't exist. It wasted one shop slot, but that's fine. 14% chance to heal. Sunken Bell isn't bad, I'll take that. That should actually be okay and horrible at the same time. Nah, I can't be bothered. Funny. Next boss. Nail. Ooh, that is a really evil one when you have low range. Okay. Yep, there we go. That is the evil part. Now, to be fair, he doesn't hit us often enough to really be an actual threat. But I have to be careful that the enemies don't hatch. Okay, my hope was that I would kill the dude a little bit faster. And we didn't kill him at all. Not the elite. The guy that was cursed. And there you saw the actual threat of them. How long he survived and how much damage he deals. But the problem was I honestly thought I would kill him after we just got such huge upgrades. And he just didn't die. So that was evil. It wasn't really stressful, you know. It was just me being stubborn. Nope. Yes. Sure. Sure. So at this point, I need to stop taking luck. Now, that is insane. That is so much healing. I should pick these up. I just don't like it because they're so overpowered. Yeah, we can take you now. Bonus damage is too late. That doesn't stack up enough. You're still fine. Your bonus healing. Your bonus healing. Let's roll one more time. There's the fish hook. You know what? I'll take it for a good luck one. Is there anything I want? I mean, okay, so here's the thing, or the issue. This one here would be completely busted. 56 damage, 1 piercing, super fast attack speed. Way faster than this. So it would deal a lot more damage, but we stick to the stuff that we have. Not because it's the smartest thing, but because it's fun. To just stick to the weapons that you started with. Okay. Why is everything surviving for so long? Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to kill 2 elites. We don't have to. We can literally just run away and still win the game, but it's boring. Okay. I honestly think I don't have to move anymore. We heal for 14 HP out of the consumables. Like, it's a little bit confusing that it says 11. But the base amount is 3. Now, if you think about it, it does make sense, because there are consumables that heal you for more. But I think the only one that exists in the game is the boss chest with 100. And that one actually heals you 103, I believe, not 100. Or maybe it is 100, like it's 97 plus the 3. I don't quite know. It also doesn't matter. Yeah, that's too late. Okay. Let's look for a final good stat. This is usually worth rolling. Dodge wouldn't be bad, but yeah, we are horrible. How much armor do we have? 39. That is a lot. Sure, we just solved our issue. That would help us out so much. You know what? It's the end of the game. I want to lock something though. Hello? Cool. Thank you for enough. Oh wait, it's wave 20. Oh, I thought I had one more wave. Yeah, never mind, forget about it. I don't think we actually got bailed out. Like, it is quite a help, obviously, but I think we got so tanky with the fruit healing, they couldn't have killed me. Like I'll stand on them. Do you see that how long it takes for them to deal damage to me? It doesn't really do a lot. Like, yes, obviously that's spooky, but who stands on top of a boss and thinks that is a smart thing to do? No one, right? That was just to show we can survive them for quite a while. And there was no threat in general, like even without Giant's Belt. Okay, give me the chest that I can heal. Beautiful. And now, just this guy. Come on. I said, come on. God, you're annoying. You're actually really annoying. Okay. I told you, we have a lot of healing, we are fine. But that could have ended badly. Well, if I fell asleep, maybe. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. See you the next time.